Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today. I know this isn't the usual format of my videos, but as you guys may be able to tell, I'm not in my current location. I'm halfway across the country. I don't have all my equipment, but I wanted to make a video reviewing this keyboard here. This is the Keychron K2V2. This is the metal version RGB, and it has the brown switches. I've just been using it for a couple hours programming, and I'm really happy with it, beyond happy with it. I'm just super pleased with the performance, how it feels, how well optimized it is for Mac. It's just a great experience out of the box, and I wanted to do a really simple rundown of this keyboard. It's not going to be a flashy review because, again, I don't have my equipment, but yeah, it's a great keyboard. It's worth talking about, and I also haven't uploaded in a while. This is the Keychron K2V2. I'm using it solely for Macs. In this case, I'm using it with my MacBook Air. The setup process was super easy. I just had to hit function 1, which put it in pair mode, and I paired it to my Mac, and there's 3 different modes, so you can use it on 3 different machines essentially. And what's really cool is obviously this is a Mac OS keyboard. You can also be used with Windows, however. So for instance, I have these extra keys here. This is the control key, the alt key for Windows setups, but right now it's just out of the box. It comes with this, and there's just these, yeah, I'm gonna try to get some better light here, but yeah, on the side you can see these switches here. So one of these switches indicates the operating system. That's this guy right here. And then the other one indicates whether it's on, off, or you're using it with the included USB-C cable. The USB-C indent is like, it's quite deep, so not all USB-C cables are gonna work, but it does provide you with one out of the box, so it doesn't really matter. It also comes with this keycap holder as well. And the keycap holder I use to just quickly pop out the escape key and swap it with the gray key, because initially it comes with this orange/red one. So yeah, I just prefer it to be all black and gray. So I did that, but yeah, the typing experience, like I said before, I've been using it a little bit for programming and other just internet activities. I'll just give you guys a little sound test here. So there'll be a longer type test later in the video, but I just wanted to sort of give you guys a general idea of how it sounds. And I don't know if you could hear from that sound test, but the stabilizers are really good. There's basically no rattle. And the keycaps sound really good, especially for ABS keycaps. So these are ABS keycaps, they're not PBT, and they are pretty thin. So because of this, it means that they're gonna be prone to shining, and they're not gonna have as deep or heavy of a sound or feel. For me, that's not really a big deal. I do have keyboards with PBT keycaps, and I do enjoy the feeling of them, but this one works really well. The reason I like these keycaps is actually because they have this sort of, it's this grippy sort of feel, like it's not slippery. There's a bit of a grip, and it just basically makes the keys feel a little bit more stable. And it's just a really nice key press. Now they are a little bit wobbly because these are Gateron Browns. So Gateron Browns tend to be a little bit more wobblier, but I don't notice it when typing. Like, it feels so good when typing. And I will say that with these keys, it's just very smooth. The Browns are very smooth. Each key feels the same, and I'm a big fan of that. And then if I hit the enter key, yeah, same with the larger switches, same with the larger keys. It's very stable, it's very smooth, and it feels very good and very consistent. So big fan of that. Now, if you look in the top right here, you see the lights. So if I hit that, you can switch to the different lighting modes. To be honest, I think if I don't have it on like static RGB, I'll probably just have it off. But there's a lot of different modes here. Just kind of running through them. I hope you guys can't hear that. There's like a homeless guy screaming outside right now. I don't know if I can really edit that out if you can hear it, but anyway, yeah, a lot of different lighting modes, and I think they look really nice. But to be honest, this is the kind of keyboard that I think looks better just with like either static color, maybe rainbow, or just off, because, you know, it kind of has this professional look to it. So the RGB sort of ruins that, I guess. But anyway, on the back, there's these 2 different stands at 2 different heights. I keep it flat because it's more comfortable for my wrists. So one of the reasons this keyboard sort of stands out is, 1, because it's wireless, and 2, because it's geared towards Mac OS out of the box. I mean, you can use it with Windows, no problem, but it offers full Mac OS support. So for instance, I'll just close this terminal here. But even as you can see here, right, Command Q, just as it would be on the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro or whatever Mac you're using, all of the keys work as you'd expect them to, as they would work on a laptop. So if I wanted to turn the volume up or down, I could do so. If I want to turn the keyboard brightness up or down, I could do so here. You can also do Launchpad, the Launchpad shortcut. You can also adjust the display brightness all through this keyboard. You don't have to hit any awkward function keys or anything like that. It just works intuitively as you would expect it. And if you're a Mac user, you'll really appreciate that. I know that I do, and it's super nice to have that. This is also the metal version, as I mentioned before, which means that it's a little bit heavy, which is nice. It feels really sturdy. Bottom is plastic. So just to be clear, it has a metal frame, but the keyboard is pretty much plastic, and that's okay with me. It still feels really good, really high quality. It feels really premium. I'm a big fan of how it feels and how it looks. It's hot swappable as well. So if you're the kind of person that wants to swap out the keys, you can do so. You can put new switches in here if you wanted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick type test for you guys so you can further hear the sound a little bit better, okay? Anyway, this is probably the least comprehensive and most rushed and just messy video I've ever done, and I do apologize for that in advance. Again, I have next to nothing here in terms of equipment other than an iPhone and a laptop, so I'll do what I can with that. But yeah, this is a really great keyboard. I'm very satisfied with it. So if you're in the market for a wireless mechanical keyboard and you're using it with a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air or any kind of Mac, this is really something you ought to consider. It comes with blue switches, brown switches, or red switches, I believe. I'm definitely a fan of the brown switches, always have been. I've tried reds, blues, greens. I've tried different makers too. The Gateron browns are my favorite browns. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video helped you or you enjoyed it, go ahead, leave a like. If you didn't like it, fair enough, leave a dislike. Let me know what I can improve on, and see you guys in the future.